Hello, greetings of the day, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Control Plus Career podcast powered by Robonox. We are very happy to have with us here today Varinder Singh, who has pursued his BTech in Computer Science Engineering from IIT Mandi. Followed by that, he is currently working at Samsung. So, we are very happy to have you here, Varinder. Welcome again. Can you please introduce yourself a little bit?
So first of all, thanks Anand and thanks listeners for having me here. So I'm Vrinder and I did my computer science engineering from IIT Mandi. After that, I joined Samsung and I'm currently working as a software developer in Samsung. Yes.
Okay, it is indeed our pleasure to have you here. Once again, thank you for joining in. Starting off, so how did you get this first thought of getting into computer science, getting into this JEE preparation? So can you give a heads up to your early life a bit?
So about my early life, actually, I came from a small town, Barnala in Punjab, where choosing software engineering as a career is not very much you can say celebrated occupation there because people don't know about it much. And once I think, let's say, my father is in construction. Basically, he is a contractor. So, like from childhood, whenever I used to go from front of a building, I used to think what could have been improvement in there. And slowly that thing came into other things let's say I'm watching a movie. I used to think what could have been improvement there. And so then I realized that improvement thing is related to engineers. Basically, engineers are the one they are improving things, improving systems, improving infrastructure and all. So until then, I still didn't know about software engineering. So I was in my ninth and tenth. So after that, I went into coaching for JEE Mains. Like not exactly JEE Mains, it was basically coaching for 12th.
Correct.
Still, yeah, still I haven't started preparing for JEE entrance examination. So there was a guy I don't know, I couldn't take his name here. He was Amrit basically. So he was so much interested in physics.
Okay.
So he used physics. So yeah, he used to talk about the physics Olympiad, giving me questions to solve. JEE means questions he used to told, hey, this is a question of physics. Are you able to get it? So then I realized that okay, so this is JEE means physics. Then slowly I talked and I researched about more how this physics and what is IIT, what is JEE. Then in my 12th, I started preparing for JEE, and then rest is I get into IIT. Then the second bomb is placements. Then preparing for placements. Yeah.
Amazing. That is wonderful. I mean, many people here who are our viewers come from small towns, and seeing you getting that thought of getting into physics and then getting into an IIT when you
Yes.
don't come from such a background, that is really inspiring for all of us. So thank you for sharing that. Uh,
Yeah.
so moving on, can you talk about a little bit of your college life? How was college like? How are computer science engineers in IITs?
So I think the first year of my college life was in COVID. So most of that time we spent at our homes. So at home, we had nothing to do. Like it was like a normal college.
Correct.
Normal college, I mean, is uh, the thing you get into IIT that IIT have this, IIT have clubs, IIT have conferences, people do write research papers there. That wasn't there when we were home. That all started in second year. So till then we were normally focusing on our curriculum. Second is a little bit of programming, only code. So yeah, then I think it was fourth semester when we get into college. Then our college life in IIT started. Then we get to know that this is IIT system. They have colleges, not colleges, they have clubs. They have professors working on different projects. We can reach them. We can work on different models. Then explore more how deep learning thing and how computer networks. We have courses even that the computer science courses starts in second year itself.
Correct.
So yeah, so from second year we get properly into software engineering, and then from third year, the internship season starts. We start preparing for that. Then fourth year onwards, it is placement season. Yeah.
So how is it like? Do companies visit your campus for internships as well, or they solely visit for placements?
So internships, the number of companies visiting for internships are less compared to full-time roles. But still,
Correct.
the companies visit our campus. And second thing is like for internships, it's not like the college is fully, I can say, putting effort for your internship. Basically, in India, it is like the college, the bigger the college is, they put more effort for their internships, the placements. But the amount of effort for internships is less compared to the placements. So people usually get internships on their own, whether they are working in a project or I know a lot of girls who get into Google. They was selected in staff internship in Google, and it was in second year itself. So they had exposure and they tried again the help from seniors, the guidance from seniors that helped us. Yeah.
Yeah, so you talked about getting help from seniors. So what is that
Yes.
one thing which college gave you which you still remember to this date?
The IIT, being in IIT is like a chance to work with the one of the, I can say, the brightest mind in a country, whether it's professors, whether it's your seniors, whether it's your batchmates. So that thing even reflects in their day-to-day activities, their curriculum,
Absolutely.
their clubs. Yeah. Let's say example is I was mass secretary in my second year. So yeah, mass secretary is there are so many posts in we can say gymkhana. The gymkhana is basically the we have gym
Student
secretaries,
committee kind
club
of a thing
secretaries,
where all in
kind
all
of
clubs
student
come
committee. Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So there the position of responsibilities you get, the number of events you can get to organize. We organize a number of events. So that are some things preparing you for the industry. Basically, that's why we can say that so many people from IIT are doing startups. They are doing jobs. They are in managing positions in bigger MNCs. So that all things came from small things. Like they are organizing an event. They are organizing a hackathon. They are preparing for their exams, but still they are preparing for their internships, their placements. So professors they don't care about your internships and placements. They just care about their courses and about their attendance too.
Correct.
And still you have to manage all things. Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing that college teaches you is absolutely time management and getting into all
Yes.
these extracurricular activities, which maybe you didn't get a chance in school, and later on also in life, you do not get that much of a chance. So college is a
Yes.
place
Yeah.
where you learn about yourself, you develop your soft skills a lot, which helps you in your day-to-day life later. So that is like, I think that is what you're trying to say in short.
Yeah. That is basically what I am trying to share. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So moving on, um, starting from your first year till your placements, first year to okay, we can ignore since it was a COVID year. So what
Yes.
were your interests inclined to computer science? How did you get into this core development part, or were you into something else?
So I can say when I get into CS, like I chose CS as my stream in IIT. I wasn't prepared fully that which role I will get,
Yeah,
whether it's software development, whether it's machine learning. So that interest, I think, starts when you, say, start picking up number of courses. Because in the courses, especially in I think INITs and IITs and triple IITs, the course structure is like that. They have exams, they have hackathons, they have projects, they have hands-on coding experience. So slowly, I think after doing a number of courses in 5 to 6 semesters, you will somehow realize that this is a thing you can do and you want to do it. And again, then you again start making a little bit of roadmap. how to crack these roles you are targeting. So these kind of courses could help you with it, and these kind of hackathons, in like intra-IT hackathons and all things. Yeah, so that things I think lead me to be a software developer because like the friend circle I got there was mostly interested in competitive programming and DSA thing. From that, I grasped the DSA algorithms, the fundamentals. Then, even in placements, I think you like literally can't choose at which company you get in. It is just you are appearing for interviews all day, all months. Yeah, you get it. So yeah, that's how I get into software development.
Yeah, that is wonderful. Moving on, how is life at Samsung and how did you get into it? What was the entire process of it? Like, can you go through it step by step?
So get into Samsung is Samsung is a research company. It
Mm-hmm.
has three bases in India: Bangalore, Noida, and Delhi. And the type of work happening here is mostly related to their TVs, their mobile phones. Mobile phones, they use Android, and second is the application development there. And for TVs, there is a we can say the architecture for TVs and the applications we work on, that work on smart TVs. For all that things, they ask in their interviews, in their hiring process, is DSC. At least what I have felt from my colleagues that for like whatever role you are coming in Samsung or whatever team you get it here, still you have to manage a certain level of DSA.
Correct.
So yeah, when I get to know that Samsung is coming in our college, first Samsung Noida came, and second Samsung Delhi.
Okay.
Samsung Delhi is company where I work at.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know that DSA is thing they will ask. Second is a little bit of system design, like not exactly system design they will ask, but they will ask that you have worked on some projects, and that projects you have to explain that why you made some choice, whether it's a language, whether it's a framework, or whether it's a database,
Mm-hmm.
what trade-offs you make. So yeah, I know it, that Samsung is coming in the campus, and I had done a certain amount of DSA. Basically, not the code processing. They will ask direct questions, which are usually coming on lead code and GFG. So that's I think enough for you to crack their OA online assessment. After that, for interviews, I think they will check your thought process and thinking abilities, the problem solving thing. That thing helped me to get into Samsung. And for problem solving, I think you can trust on code forces. Do a certain number of problems there and maintain a, I can say, decent rating there. You will get it.
Great. So it is basically firstly DSA, then your projects, then problem solving, along with
Yeah.
knowing what you're doing in interviews. Basically checking your thought process while solving a
Yes.
problem in front of them.
Yeah.
Correct,
So
correct.
basically, I think if you are starting to prepare for Samsung or other MNCs, you can divide that process into some parts. If this is a OA online assessment is coming, you should do lead code. I
Hmm.
think that is enough for lead code GFG. And if you are appearing for some uh, high paying jobs or let's say in Google, they will ask a certain different type of questions and code forces will help that to crack it.
Okay.
And yeah, for interviews, they will ask a little bit about your system design thinking. For that, you can do projects or literally learn system design from some courses or YouTube. Yeah, that's how you get it.
Yeah, thank you. You have literally laid a roadmap for everyone who's appearing for, let's say, Samsung or any other similar roles. So that is great. Moving on, how does your day look like at Samsung? What do you keep working on? How is your team like? How's the work culture there?
Okay, so like the work culture and the type of work I do at Samsung. I think to answer that question, I can divide it to certain three types. First is my day-to-day work, and second is our long-term projects, which usually last for 1 year or 1.5 year. Third is the my journey so far, the my experience here. Or like for day-to-day activities, like let's say a project is going on for 1 year, we have to complete that day by dividing into certain chunks of tasks. For that, we like open our laptop there, log in, and do our certain tasks. That is our day-to-day activities. And if let's say our release is coming in next month, we have to put a little bit more effort to deliver that. Let's say a feature in a project that includes mostly load testing and deployment. Second is the code liability, and I think fourth we can say is consistency. So that are mostly we can say 5 days a week goes on. And apart from that, I think in 2 or 3 months we get somehow little kind of hackathon because Samsung is a research company, so they come up with ideas. Let's say now Gen I is going strong, so they have a certain number of ideas. So let's say automate some process for TV, the TV image generation. These kind of things happen in 2 to 3 months. Yeah,
I literally am liking the way you are breaking down each question into parts and then answering it.
yeah,
That shows your thought process into everything. Like, even when I asked you about your day-to-day life, you broke it down into parts and then answered it. So that shows that yes, you really go into details and are so detail oriented, and hence you are, where you are here today. So thank you for that. Moving on.
yeah.
Uh, can you talk about one of your failures which, impacted you to that level when you went down, and then again, how did you overcome? How did you get yourself together and start preparing again or whatever?
Mm, for that I can say I think I was a little bit lucky that I didn't get a big setback in my life,
Mm-hmm.
even during my college and my JEE preparation. So first thing is the background I came from. There you have the number of resources you have are limited. So for to take use of that resources, you have to put your full effort.
Yes.
And to put your full effort in, let's say you have 24 hours in a day. So you have to utilize around, I can say 12 to 14 hours to do some like to achieve your goal. Let's say you're preparing for your JEE entrance examination or whether it's preparing for placements. So to utilize for that 12 to 14 hours, you can't thinking about the results all the time. So that is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't think about the results too much. If they are not as you have expected them, but still you have put your full effort. So that give you a sense of, let's say, achievement that you have uh, fully invested in it. You give whatever you you could.
Correct. At
So
the end of the day, when you
yeah,
go to sleep, you're happy and you're satisfied that yes, I did
yes,
whatever was in my hands. Now the result is not in my hands. So the result will come to me, but
yes.
I am happy that I have put in so much effort from my side.
हाँ, yeah, basically I think it's in Bhagavad Gita that कर्म करो
Yeah,
फल की चिंता मत करो. Yeah, that
exactly.
kind of thing.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, so even that, if I talk about small failure, that could be, I think, my internship. I was preparing for internships, it was basically the market recovering for COVID. So the number of companies coming to our college and the number of opportunities students were getting were less.
Correct.
So I didn't get my the targeted internship basically to I was targeting software development internships in
Mm-hmm.
MNCs. So I wasn't able to crack them. Uh, so yeah, I got some other internship. It was basically a machine learning project. Yeah. So to overcome that, I already told you thing that whatever you can sacrifice for it, whether so again that thing also come from my G preparation. So at that time, I pushed fully 100% by my side. And so for internships, I again revisited my journey that what I have done, but if I can do similar to that
Yeah.
during my placements.
Correct.
So that includes, let's say, very productive from your daily tasks, whether watching YouTube, whether scrolling Instagram, and third, we can say not focusing much on the activities which are not we can say necessary now. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
use that
basically
time
in
to
college you
develop your
get
skills.
distracted very easily. So keeping
Yeah.
yourself away from those distractions, getting focused on what exactly you want. Like second year, usually first year is the time when you keep exploring everything. But first year, since
Yes.
you were a COVID batch, you didn't get to explore many things. So for yourself, maybe it was the second year wherein all these things came into play. And then third year is your
Yeah.
internships where you get focused, where you get to know what field do you want to pursue exactly in your particular field. You narrow down your searches, and then fourth year is finally your placement year wherein you are extremely aligned on what you're going to get.
Yeah. So basically, like I think the usually the template in colleges is first year you do the exploration, you do fun activities and all,
Yeah,
and from second year onwards, end of the second year, you start preparing for internships,
correct.
and for the end of third year, you start preparing for your placements. Then for fourth year, you like end up getting a placement, end up sitting a lot of interviews.
Correct.
But for our batch, that thing shifted by 1 year. Basically, the
Exactly.
1 year we spent at our homes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I think not only me, I think a lot of students missed good internship opportunities, even in IITs or the top seven IITs too. So that's how you have to push a little bit more in your third year or fourth year.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. COVID batch was like that. People feel that, oh, you spent your life enjoying at home, but then that is not the
Yes.
exact case. You miss a lot of things in
Yeah.
college, you miss a lot of exposure. So, yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
really, yeah, that many people from our batch faced, and I totally can relate to it. So, thank you for being very honest and answering that.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on to the next section, let me take one lighter
Yes.
question with you. So, according to you, what do you feel? What is one myth about IITians which everyone should know?
Uh, I think one myth I could say is like people or I think the student usually think, the parents think, once get into IIT or like NIT, life is sorted. Like that is not the case. That is true to somehow, but still you have to like prepare for placements, prepare for the exams. People usually get into IIT and like उनकी सीजी बहुत लो हो जाती है, तो कोर्सेज पे बिल्कुल ध्यान नहीं देते. एंड लाइक एक और होता है कि once they cleared the like JEE advanced exam, they think that they need some time to relax in their life. So sometimes like students extend that vacation period too long that they have to like again push that hard in their fourth year for placements to get like a decent CG, whether it's 7 plus, 8 plus, or so. Yeah, the myth is that life is sorted after IIT. That is not the case. Once you get out of IIT, you will realize that you have to keep pushing every day, every month, start hitting goals and achieve that goals.
Correct, absolutely. That is very true. That even I have heard to certain extent that okay, IIT chale jao, bas life sorted hai. But that is not
Hmm.
the case. Even within IIT, you have to keep yourself focused. You have to stay away from distractions. You need to focus
Yes,
on what you are. What was that one thing which kept you motivated while the entire time during preparing for JE as well. So even after getting there, you need to keep yourself centered to that extent.
yeah. Like basically, I say that latent functions, let's say the things which could be avoided, or like they are not your primary purpose, whether your friendships in college, or whether let's say other focusing too much on clubs, too much on events. That things are like a good experience. That that's why like people hire IITs, that they have more experience, more exposure. They
Exactly.
can take ownership of tasks. Yeah. So I can say like do that, but still focus on your main goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How basically you are managing your time, your the day
Yes.
which you are spending. You need to do those tasks as well, but they can't be your topmost priority. You have to
Yes.
obviously focus on them as well. They give you exposure, like we were talking about before. So yeah, all that is important, but you should be focused on your main goal as well.
Yes.
Correct, correct. So moving on, can you speak a little bit about the psychology of let's say success, of the right mindset which you have while getting into an IIT and then getting your placement, getting your job, everything. So what mindset do you have usually?
Uh, like from the my experience, I prepared for JEE, cleared GMS, advanced, then cracked placements, internships. I can say people usually, let's say, rely too much on motivation or willpower. They are always trying to find willpowers. They are watching, I can say, they are watching so many podcasts, so many reels, so many motivating reels. But I think the tank of willpower in our mind is limited. So that can exhaust every week, every month. So again, you need to refill that. Uh, so yeah, that psychology is, I think, don't rely too much on willpower. Just rely on your uh, biological system. Basically, if you are trying to do something, if you are preparing for some exam placements, let's say you are trying preparing for your 10th examination. Just I must say the thing which I did is just log three variables: place, time, and task. And every day at let's say 6 p.m. Every day at 6 p.m. I am working on my DSA skills. Just do it every day, and no matter what, try not to discontinue it. And the consistent, consistency eventually will pay it back. Basically, you are sacrificing your time, and like uh, for a credit, there should be a debit. So you are debiting your time. You your goal, your fruit, placements, exams, good marks will be your credit.
Absolutely, that is so beautifully answered. Like you log your time, place, and effort, and then you can see the results. You just need to be
Yes.
consistent with what you're doing, and no matter what your goal is, it could be anything. It could be achieving your ideal physique, it could be achieving your ideal job, the money goals that you want, or maybe anything else. It fits correctly in every places. So that is a
Yes.
wonderful and beautiful answer. Thank you for that. Moving on. So, one thing which you would like to say to end this podcast on a great note for anyone who has uh, been with us till the end of the podcast, what is that one thing which you would like to say?
Uh, so I think one thing, from my background and my experience, my life experience, I can say is your surroundings matter. So that's what I can say. Surroundings is you get into IIT, you get into good company, you see people you are you can inspire from. They have cracked Google, or whether they have cracked IITs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we can say the bigger the brand is, bigger the values, because the surroundings that people get is most important. Yeah. So try to be. So my last line would be try to be in good company of friends or a good circle of friends. Try to get into good college, good companies, if you can get it. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So basically, there is one saying also that you are the average of the six people you spend the most of your time with. So that is what I think
Yeah.
you're trying to
Yeah.
say. So yeah, be
Yeah.
in good company, stay with people whom you think are sort of better than you, where you see yourself going. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Varinder, for joining in. I'm
Yeah.
sure this has been a great learning for all of us who have joined. And thank you for being honest with us, answering the questions, and starting from obviously you coming from a small town, getting into an IIT, staying focused there, then, not getting the internship which you wanted, and then finally getting into a good company where you see yourself growing, learning, and developing every day. So, yeah, this has been a great journey. All the best for your future. And thank you for joining in. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.